shit, and I'm going to share it on the podcast.
Okay. Well,
Don't share it.
It's nothing crazy, like too crazy, but I mean, it is.
Ooh, it's recording, by the way.
Oh, fuck.
Goes in the
Yeah, it's in the middle.
Oh.
Look who's here.
Yeah, Bianca's here.
Hi.
For those listening on Spotify, Bianca is doing her first podcast. She was a little bit nervous.
I still am. Not a little bit. I
You're
still
still
am.
nervous?
Yeah, a little nervous to be on
Yeah.
a podcast. I
But-
feel like, especially being in the middle of both of you.
Yeah, we're just staring.
Yeah. What do you think?
What are you going to say? You going to say something fun?
Tell everyone about yourself.
Yeah.
But Jordan's given her wine, so she'll be fine in about 5 minutes.
It's the middle of the day on a Monday,
What's new though?
but we're on maternity leave.
All 3 of us.
Yeah, no, I have to go to work.
Do you today?
Because
Oh.
I'm a working class girl now.
How do you feel?
Oh my god, it's so good. It's literally going back to cheer was the best thing I ever did.
Okay.
I absolutely love it.
So are you a cheer coach?
That's so
Mhm.
cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I just absolutely love it. I do it 3 nights a week, and it's like the next stage in my healing journey, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going back to your roots.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it so much. I'm so glad you're doing it.
So were you a cheer coach before when you had your own studio?
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Yeah,
You're
for a really long
cheerleader.
time.
Are you a cheerleader?
We are cheerleaders.
I feel like if you're a cheer coach, surely you're doing some of the cheering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes you a cheerleader by
Mm.
default.
By default. Yeah. Yeah, no, but I'm definitely like, I don't know if this is going to come as a shock to you, but I'm definitely not like the athletic type. I'm more of the leader of the pack.
Mhm.
Yes. I like that. That's a good characteristic to have.
You're the coach.
Like the
Yeah.
delegator.
Yeah.
I'm really good at delegating, managing people.
Mm-hmm.
So when are your competitions?
When I started with them, we had a comp in 8 weeks, so in about 5 weeks' time.
Well, really?
Yeah,
Should
that's
we
first
come
one.
watch it?
Yeah, which is
Oh.
really, really exciting because it's given me 8 weeks to work with the teams.
Yeah.
And so I can
Build that relationship and
Yeah. And
Wait, the comp is in 5 weeks. You
I
said?
think so.
Is
Something
that
like
what
that.
you
I was like, can we come? The baby's due in like 5 weeks. Like, I don't
The
know.
baby's-
I don't know if I'll
You
make
have a
it.
I have a competition the day your baby's due.
Actually, the day that we conceived was one of your.
It was my birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all about Jordan.
Oh my god, I forgot that. That's so funny. I keep doing
That's how
I'll
I
that.
never
remember.
forget
That's
that.
how I remember.
I will
I
never
literally
forget it.
am like, isn't it January 5th, right?
Mhm.
I'm like, January 5th is the first day that we tried, and we tried to conceive the
And you
first
did.
day.
That's why you weren't at my birthday.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And now, the second time it'll be when the baby's born, it'll be Jordan's first comp.
Maybe me and this baby are soulmates.
Yeah.
Maybe you're birthing my.
Like imprint. Like Twilight imprinting.
Jacob over here.
I would hate to do that because that always made me
It's
really
weird.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's very weird.
In the book, they explain it a bit more of like, you know, that he's like, first he acts like a big brother and then like a dad figure,
Yeah.
but it's weird. It's
I
so
don't think
weird.
you should ever date anyone that you're like, they were a brother figure to
Yeah,
me.
they were like
Yeah.
a dad to me. Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Dad to me. Especially the age gap. Can we just discuss the age gap difference? That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
I can
nah,
probably
okay.
It's
I'm about to
weird.
cancel myself on day one.
And we're out.
Yeah. Well, come on, seriously, a newborn baby.
Mm.
But, yeah, no, it's really exciting. How, speaking of your baby,
Mm.
how was the baby shower
It
yesterday?
was so good.
Very fast. It went by so
It-
quick.
Flew by.
Yes.
I feel like I did not get enough time to like talk to everyone and like, I don't know, it was just so weird. Like before I knew it, it was 4 o'clock and we were like, oh, it's time to go home. But it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. We had a good spread. We just put up all like so many photos last night and going, because I didn't have my phone all day, and then in the afternoon when I started going through what everyone was posting, I was like, oh my god, that was so cool.
Yeah.
It was
looked
really
It was
so
good.
nice.
You guys were just in the moment and you looked so good.
Yeah,
It was
I liked
great.
how fast it went, to be honest. That's
Mm.
kind of what I pictured as well, of like having it be at a venue. It's not at somebody's house, so it's not like
Mhm.
awkward. And it's just anyone can do whatever they want, and you don't
Yeah.
have to feel like, oh, there's entertainment around you.
Mm.
You're at a brewery, and then when you
Yeah.
want to go, you can just go.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to feel like I need to stay and hang out.
I love to go to the brewery. I feel
Yeah.
like I want to do something there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
I've never been there before.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
nice, right?
Yeah, it's so good. I loved
And they
it.
have the food truck so people can get their own food.
Wait,
it was
what?
just
It
perfect.
changes. I had a pizza oven across
Oh.
the
Yeah.
house, but that's where the food normally is. They
Yeah, it's
use-
always there.
yeah,
Oh,
but,
so they just have different vendors.
Yeah,
for the
they
group.
just pull up with their truck and set up
yeah.
all different.
They'll show you what's on there and what live music and what food's playing on that day.
Wow,
The way
I
they're
love it
being-
there.
Mm,
Yeah.
it's really
Go
cool.
off. Go
I
off.
know.
So
So
All
much
time
fun.
Burley.
yeah.
So what about you,
Currumbin.
Jordan?
It's in
What's-
Currumbin.
Oh, sorry. Columbus.
They're gonna be like going to the brewery and
You guys are the South Gold Coast locals.
Yeah.
We are.
You guys are.
We love it.
I love the South Gold Coast.
Brother,
honestly.
me too.
It
And
is-
I just got
Love
pushed
it.
back. I was getting so close. I was so close. So close.
Every time you come back, you just get closer.
Yeah, I
and
know.
closer.
It's like Broad Beach Coomera.
Yeah.
Mermaid Beach Coomera. Now I'm gonna be
So close.
I better be in Burley next. That's
Yes.
where, that's the goal.
That's
Burley
what's happening.
is where I'm gonna be.
Love Berlin.
Yeah, I need to be there.
Mm.
Yeah. Burley is such a good area. I love it.
Yeah.
So what else is new? You're a cheer coach now. What else?
And I am absolutely in love. And like legit, like not kidding.
Really?
At all. Yeah.
Like legit.
Legit. Like
So-
so happy.
Because you said that on the podcast last time, but like
I tried to like correct myself. Like, I mean, I definitely have been feeling like that from day one. It's giving hardcore lesbian energy.
yeah.
But it was just like this, like, oh, it sounds so lame, but I'm just gonna say it.
Mhm.
It was just this like energetic connection that just like pulled us together. And I dealt with that as respectfully as I could when the situation arose, like when it all happened.
Mhm.
If you know, you know. And ever since then, it's just been like so natural and
That's crazy.
so good.
Hardcore lesbian is right. Like as soon as you start dating someone and you're like, let's move in together.
I literally am like, okay, so I can see that you would for the rest of my life. Okay, cool. See. Love that.
That's
But no, it was just it feels like something that I've like manifested.
Wow.
Which is so crazy to say that because like I am honestly like with or without them, I'm perfectly fine. Like I'm stable on my own, I'm independent, I have my shit together, like I'm really like living my own life and like someone's just kind of come in out of left field and just complimented my life and in the best way, which is what I wanted and what I've been like literally manifesting, and everything about them is everything that I've said that I wanted in a person and in how
That's it.
I'm treated.
So
Yeah.
what
amazing.
are the characteristics that you manifested? Like what? How did you do it? For the viewers listening.
I just wanted someone who was like, I've never had someone that like was understanding of like me. I don't know how to say that without it being,
Do you mean like comfortable into listening?
yeah,
to
like
how
someone
you
that was
feel?
just able to, like I've just felt like I was comfortable to be myself.
I've never
At
met someone who
all
can put up
time.
with me.
Basically, I don't know. It's just I've never felt so myself
Yeah.
That's good.
ever, like in every
comfortable.
aspect. Yeah,
Mm.
and I think that it feels like it just feels like a homey feeling,
Mm.
and that's like something that I've been wanting.
Yeah.
like, to just feel like at peace. With,
Yeah.
like feeling secure. That's something that I've never had.
Mhm.
Like a feeling in my life of being like, yep, I'm 100% secure in this. Like it's just, and when it's only still so early days and I already have that feeling, which is
Yeah.
really nice. It's probably because they're a Capricorn.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, we're both Capricorns.
Really? So you're
Yeah.
very
Wow.
similar.
Very. Like we
Wow.
seem to like we need and receive and like give love
In
the
the same
same.
way, yes.
Wow, both Capricorns.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny,
That's
isn't
cool.
there, with star signs? There's like probably so many star signs that couldn't date the same. Like Gemini,
Cancer and
never.
Cancer.
And Cancer, no
Could
way.
Never.
Scorpio and
Already done.
Scorpio, probably not either. But like Capricorn and Capricorn, that feels like it would flow.
It's perfect. Like it's it's so it's so good. Yeah, it's really, really good.
Oh,
What
that's
do you know what their other signs are? Their rising
What's
or...
Air-
Aries
Sure.
moon,
Okay.
I think I'm an Aries moon too, actually.
of course.
No, I'm an Aries sun, I think. I don't know. Anyway, go on. They're an Aries moon. What else?
can't remember the other one, but definitely Aries moon.
Because I feel like that could make a difference, you know, like to be both Capricorns, but
What's
then your
yours?
other.
Well, that's what I wanted to tell you guys.
You don't
So
know?
last night after your baby shower, I was just a bit emotional. You know, I'm due for my period. I was just
Yeah.
having
Had a day.
a moment.
Yeah.
And eating Guzman's crying, you know.
Yeah.
And
The usual.
I'm holding your hand.
and my I'm gonna say partner was like sitting there being like, what's your rising sign, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I'm a Capricorn, Aquarius. And they were like, no, you're not. And I was like, well, yes I am. And I was like, I was born then, and we did it and looked it up, and then so I text my mum, and they were like, nah, that's wrong. I texted my mum, and I was like, what time was I born? She was like 7:25, and I was like, oh my god, I've been saying 6:25 this whole time.
Oh,
What?
And so I did it, and I'm a Cancer moon, and it makes
What?
so much sense.
Oh, me.
That does make so much sense.
I can't and I looked up the traits because I thought I was an a Capricorn, Aquarius, and now I'm a Capricorn, Cancer.
Wow.
Fucking wait, here I pulled it up.
That's
It's below. This is
That changes a lot.
Capricorn,
That makes
Cancer,
sense.
Yeah.
Aquarius.
Capricorn, Cancer,
Okay.
Aquarius.
Because to be an Aquarius moon is a lot more like,
Intense.
yeah, but I can't think of another word, but I just mean like strong. Like
Yes,
really
yeah.
like,
And
not
I'm a
that
little
you're not
bitch, so-
strong,
No, I
but
can be a little bitch.
Cancer
I'm
moon makes
sad.
sense for you.
Yeah, like 50%. 50%
I'm
of you.
sad.
50% of you. It depends on your mood.
Yeah,
Depends
so
where you're lying.
Cancer moon
Wow.
traits. Lots of loyalty, kindness, and creativity. Very strong emotions and tendency to be closed off or pessimistic. So true.
Wow.
Like,
I can't believe I got your birth chart wrong.
Forever, literally forever.
For your life.
I've always, well, as long as I can remember,
As long as you
figuring
can-
As
out
long as
my
birth
chart.
charts have been a trend.
Then exactly. I've always thought I was born at 6:25, and Mum's like, no, doll, 7:25, and I was
Wow.
like, maybe I probably asked my dad, you know, probably-
Yeah.
and he was like, yep,
6:25.
half correct.
Yeah.
Seems right.
Yeah. Not that he knows that my life just depended on that.
Oh, well, cheers.
Wow.
Welcome to the team.
I know, and it just makes so much sense because I'm such an emotional person.
Well, now you're accepting.
And so now that I realize that I have a Cancer moon, like, duh.
That makes so much sense.
So, like, too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally too much. And pessimistic, literally me.
Yeah.
Always thinking the worst is going to happen. Like, I'm really trying to be positive, but, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
The Cancer
Lower-
moon.
low expectations means little disappointment. You know what
That
I
is
mean?
insane.
100%.
Mm.
I feel
Wow.
you on that one.
You had to
So
spell
that's
your
been-
wine.
That's been my day this morning. My last week has been crazy.
Just
Yeah.
finding out your.
Finding out that you're a Cancer.
I've been lying
It does
to
it.
myself.
It does that to you.
It does. It really took a toll on me when I found out.
That's
Yeah.
insane. But that's kind of cool that you did that with
You're
like
accepting.
a new partner.
That's
Like,
awesome.
it's a
First step
cool,
is
like-
accepting.
it's a cool thing to like unpack together. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know.
that
I
is.
was just like, wow.
Oh, you really paid attention to me.
Yes,
You
that's,
really actually know.
that
me.
was like
Yeah.
the
Oh, that's
feeling that I
really
had. I literally was like, wow, you really like,
analyze me.
yeah, you get me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I was really trying to hold it in after the shower yesterday, just because
You're a Cancer moon.
I'm yeah.
That was a lie.
I was just trying to just process my emotions silently, and I think that's a trauma response.
yeah.
Um,
Holding it in.
But they were just like really politely and gently kept asking what was going on in different ways until I finally spoke about it.
Yeah.
And then we got
That's a
into
Cancer thing too.
yeah,
I'm
just,
fine. It's cool.
It's
Silence
nothing.
for a really long time.
And then tears.
And then no one asks you anymore, and you're like, so. This is the tea.
yeah, basically that's how it's been.
Yeah, but you have to be comfortable enough, and you have to do it when you want to do it. But it's
Yeah.
nice when like your partner is very like
Understanding of
Mhm.
emotion.
patient and understanding, because if you don't want to talk about something in that moment, and you know eventually you will,
Mm.
you just gotta have to like work up to it and how you want to word it almost.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like relationships will not work if both people can't understand and navigate each other's emotions, because everybody has different emotions And like it's the same as me being a Gemini, right? Everyone thinks Geminis are such hard asses. They're so like savage. They're so like don't give a fuck about anyone else. But it's more like once you actually get to know a Gemini and you realize like that's a defense mechanism. But it normally is, and if you can break it down and see
Normally
like the two
being the
sides.
bold word.
Underline.
I feel like if you have a partner that can, you know, navigate your emotions and how you deal with things, like that's how it's going to work in the long run, because you have to be able to grow with how that person deals with things as well. If you just are shut off to how someone handles something, like, you know, if a partner is just like, oh, you cry too much, too emotional, it's like, it's never going to work because that's your personality.
Oh, brother. I actually, like, not to make this all about that, but I remember not being able to cry because the way that I was receiving comfort was, you don't need to cry, it's okay, like in not letting me feel how I needed to feel and like being an emotional person, being put down, and now I can't stop fucking crying, but like it's
10 years build up.
but it's crazy how that works.
I feel like that same response, except for I was a crybaby, but then I'm like, that is my sign. I am a crybaby.
Yeah, you're
but
water.
I'm very emotional.
Definitely
very emotional. But I also have Leo, so I have some fire, some very sassy
Some.
sometimes. Okay. I'm like 80% of the time I'm sassy. But
Sassy or crying?
yeah. I like a mix of both. Little sweet and sour.
Love that. And how long until you're due?
It's 5 weeks
What
today.
are you, 34
35 weeks today.
Oh.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
And so, but it could be any time from now. It's like any time. My first year call.
I think it
When
could
is
be...
your first year come date?
I actually don't know. I have to have a look.
Because honestly, I bet you that's when the baby will be born. First,
I'll have to
So
I'll-
interesting.
I'll look.
We'll find
I'll
out.
let you know. Don't take me too long. I get too distracted.
But yeah, 40 weeks is in 5 weeks. But some people go, I think 37, 38, 39, 40. Some people up until 43, I've heard.
Will you not?
So we're
Blow
really
up.
trying to go not to 43 weeks.
I don't want to go to 43
Turns
weeks.
into a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Since we're already on the signs.
Since we're on star signs.
We don't. Yeah, I don't think you guys should have.
Libra will be fine. I think a Libra is
Like, as I've mentioned about having a home birth, and like, it's relatively unassisted. If it starts approaching too dangerously close to Scorpio season, I'll be like, induce me.
Actual.
Because I'm not having a Scorpio.
Do you think you'd actually do something
No,
like that?
I wouldn't do that. But knowing my life, can you
Yes.
imagine I actually get the Scorpio?
No, I think.
Look, there's some
No.
Scorpios I love.
You're
My
meant
brother's
to
a
love.
Scorpio, and like a Scorpio and a Gemini growing up so close together, like, surprised one of us didn't kill each other.
Scorpio and Cancer normally get along very well.
Really?
We're both water signs.
Yeah.
We both understand. Although I think Scorpio could be a fire sign. That's just my thing. And a Leo could be a water sign. That's just my thought.
Yeah.
I feel like a Leo is its own sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's another characteristic of mine.
I just think Capricorns are the best, to be honest. I've never met a shitty Capricorn.
You know what's so cool
Yeah.
is both me and Zoe were both raised by a Capricorn. So we
Both
almost
of our
have
moms,
very
yeah.
similar outlooks in life and how we were raised.
And
how
I'm a
our
Capricorn.
moms are.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Wow, are we all soulmates or something?
Yes.
We were all friends in a past life for
Literally.
sure. We're connected.
Literally.
Yeah.
Maybe I did imprint on you.
Imprinted.
So good.
So wait, when do you blow the pool up? Like, is that something you do when your
We're
waters
gonna do
break?
a trial.
We're going to do a trial.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
We want to blow it up, see
You
how
wouldn't
fast
want
it fills
anything
up.
to go wrong.
Like, yeah, just see. We want to, like, have a little trial, and then I guess when my water breaks at home, maybe I'll be like, all right, we should probably blow the pool
do
up.
your waters break? Like, you know in the movies where you're like, oh my god, and there's like a pool of water on the
I
ground?
I think it's case by case, to be honest, and I don't
think
really know.
most people do.
Yeah.
I think that the people that don't are probably, I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure the people whose water doesn't break, it's because they've like gone into hospital and been induced, or maybe their waters.
Yeah, but is
get
it as
broken.
dramatic as like actually
I think
a
some
puddle?
of them. I've seen some YouTube videos of some people like where
Wow.
it's like big.
Wow.
But also there could be some that's like smaller. I don't really actually know. But I think I'll know when it happens.
Actually,
I would like to know.
I've been getting the most fucked up stuff on my For You page on Instagram. Of the other day, I got one of like what it looks like from 1 centimeter to 10 centimeters dilated,
Oh,
and it was the top of the head coming out.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't need to see that, but I did. I did, and that
shook. Yeah.
And that was only on my phone screen.
Mm.
If 10 centimeters in real
Someone
reality,
someone you know.
yeah,
Not even just
like
random
seeing
shit.
this one,
Yeah.
Seeing it.
it's that
Just
right there is going to be
huge.
like
Yeah.
I know. And a whole ass human's gonna come out of it.
Yeah. Some of them fly right out.
I know,
They
like that is
shoot out.
just
Yeah.
and it's so soon,
Yeah.
I know.
and it's so
Right.
soon.
It is really soon.
I don't reckon I'm right, but I think I picked the name Regan.
No,
It's a
you're
cute name, but
I'm
it's
wrong.
not it.
No, you're like
Right
looking
away.
so you're like fuck.
No, actually, I did a tally just to see. At our baby shower, we had a little prediction thing of if it's going to be a boy or a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 14 people voted boy and 11 people voted girl.
That's
Yeah, I reckon it's a boy.
Yeah, I think so too.
You look you're glowing. You look so like your skin. You said is being
Yeah.
really clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My skin's
It's giving
been
boy
very,
traits.
very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like, I just feel like sometimes I'm really set on it. I'm like, it's going to be a boy. And then I'm like, could be totally wrong.
Yeah. Well, it is a 50-50 shot, so definitely, but...
Yeah. But I just hear a lot of people say, like, oh, I was so set. I absolutely knew it was this. And then it wasn't.
But
And
there
I'm
are
like,
those
that's
cases
unreal.
when some people say, oh, I know it's this, and then it comes out and I was like, I knew you were a...
Yeah.
True. I was convinced my sister was having a girl.
Really?
Really?
Oh.
Convinced, and she did all like the old wives' tales and the
Yeah.
Did they
the
have a
string
surprise
and
as
the-
well?
Yeah.
That's
Cute.
sick.
yeah.
That's
It's
really cute.
my sister posted the video on her Instagram. I don't know how my bikini pics get taken down, but my sister's whole ass labor video didn't get taken down. Her titties out. You can literally see it's like a
Everything.
bird's eye view from here,
Yeah.
and my nephew being pulled out of her.
Wow.
And she goes, "It's a boy," and it's the cutest fucking video ever. But that didn't get taken down.
yeah.
I
But my
literally think
bikini
that-
pics do.
I think that all the time. Every time I watch a birth video, I think, amazing. I'm so happy to
Absolutely
see on Instagram.
incredible.
Maybe
But I'm
because
always shocked.
educational, but you could say bikini pics are educational as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make money.
Trying to
It's
love
also,
yourself.
it's just self-promotion. Like,
Yeah.
it is so interesting on Instagram that, like, I've watched videos of people, like, on TikTok and Instagram, like a labor video, and the camera's from, like, down angle,
Yeah. I've
like,
seen a lot.
facing literally in.
Yeah.
And you watch the baby come out. But if you uploaded something of your, you know, OnlyFans onto Instagram,
Yeah.
literally Instagram would take it down and delete you within seconds.
Remember when Instagram had OnlyFans and that's where it like originated from?
Mhm.
I could be wrong. Did it
It
originate?
I
used to
don't
be
know.
allowed, like, links used to be allowed, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It used to be way less strict. Oh my
Yeah.
god. So I think it was when Instagram, the Facebook brand, tried to buy OnlyFans out, and they turned it down, and then that's when Instagram went hard on
Blocking
yeah.
it.
on like
Mm.
not letting it be a
Be a
thing.
thing. So you're allowed to put the link on a story. They don't
No,
block
it
that.
has to be like a third party link.
Yeah.
oh, like a
a-
link tree or something.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Even then, sometimes depends. Like if you have a link tree with only one link,
Mm.
like if it's only an OnlyFans link, it can get
I
flagged.
know.
I just have
Wow.
a few. But speaking of, I am out of my OnlyFans era right now.
Really?
Yeah, haven't done it for about a month now.
Oh,
How
wow.
do you feel?
Back on my bullshit. I think it's because I'm in like my lover girl era. Like
Yeah.
I'm absolutely so not wanting to do that because I'm in my lover girl era. Also because I started working with
Yeah.
adolescents
Sure.
again,
Yes,
and
yeah.
also I'm going back to work at the advice firm 3 days a week as
Oh,
well.
really?
I don't know if I told you that.
No, you
did I?
didn't.
Yeah, so my old boss called me, the one that I always had a good relationship with.
Yeah.
He randomly called me. August has been fucking insane.
Yeah.
August has been the craziest month of my life. Seriously. And
You've had a
yeah,
lot
he
of
called
crazy
me out
months.
of random. I'd been like manifesting getting a part-time job because I was really out of my OnlyFans era. And I was like, oh, if I can just do that part-time,
Yeah.
then I'll do something else like 3 days.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, coaching job comes up. All of a sudden, my old boss calls me and is like, hey, blah, 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 3 days working from home.
Mhm.
And I was like, Okay.
Sold.
Done.
Yeah.
10 till 3 because he knows that because I always used to start at 10 because he thinks starting at 9 is silly because no one wakes up till 10.
Yeah. I love
And
that.
I was like, perfect. And till 3 because I have coaching. And he was like, I don't care. I just want you to come back.
Yeah.
And I was like, done. And he was like, you can work from home so you don't have to come into the office and
That's
have
so good.
any of the old issues that I used to have. He was like, and he was talking about numbers and stuff. And he's like, revenue's been not as bad, not as good as it was when you were here. Like, what can I do to bring you back?
So back to finance
that's
and
so
back to
cute.
cheer.
Yeah.
Wow.
So much has changed.
Oh,
August has
nice.
been, so.
Good on you.
Yeah, that is
Cheers.
amazing.
So good.
And
Congrats.
so OnlyFans as well, like not doing that anymore. Does that make you feel like? Did you ever feel pressured to make content for it?
The
or was
last-
it fun?
I've been doing it full time since Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only like the last couple months that I've been like, I don't want to do this anymore. And like, it makes me feel like I take content and I don't like it. Or I get really judgy on myself. Like I find it really hard to like find the motivation to take content when I know it's not what I want to do. And then I get really hard on myself and I'm like, and I just hate it. So when that's the same thing that happened last time when I did it full time. I got to a point where I was like, okay, I don't really want to do this anymore for now.
Yeah.
And I always said to myself that it wasn't going to be a forever thing.
Yeah.
It's always kind of like a safety net that I can.
It's just always
have.
you can just always do it if you felt like it.
100%. And like every time I've done it over the last 3 years. I've done it twice full time for like 10 months and then now 6 months, 7 months. And I've had the time of my fucking life. Like I've literally lived so much. I've gone on holidays. I've saved money. I've just been able to say yes to literally everything.
Which is amazing.
And do literally anything that
How
I
good
want.
is not like working? Like
Now
I
know that I'm
leave.
gonna regret it. Like when I go back, like not regret it, but like it's gonna be rough. A transition back from complete freedom to 2 jobs. But whatever.
True.
But at least they're the part-time like kind of style that you wanted as well.
One's working from home and one's doing something that I love.
Yeah.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Plus, like, me and Bianca always say this thing, like, you can always change your life. Like, anytime we get, like, an idea about something that we want to do, like, say, at the moment we're, like, discussing where we want to live, like, country-wise, like, you know, in the next 1 to 5 years.
Every time I think about that, my heart
we're just always thinking, like, okay, like, what are we going to do, like, in 2 years or, like, in 1 year and, like, for jobs. And it's just, like, a constant thought because we're from, you know, different sides of the world. But sometimes we get, like, really hyper-focused on, like, an idea or a place and then we're, like, stressed because we're like, okay, we've got to make all these decisions based on that. And then we always try to remind ourselves, like, we're not stuck anywhere.
Yeah.
You can literally change your life at any moment. You can literally today be like, I quit to your job. Like, it's that
and
easy.
it's the same as jobs, is relationships,
Yes.
it's everything. Like,
can
there is always, like, there is always another option.
Yeah.
But look at all the options that you get when you close a chapter of like
For sure.
relationship or a job, and
Friendships.
then you open up a new door and you're like, oh wow, this is actually a lot better than I thought. I really put myself out of my comfort zone.
Like, obviously there's different financial implications and stuff if you just quit a job
Of course.
or move house or whatever. But
Or
it's like
countries, well, I don't know.
you can always
Yeah.
you can always do it. Like, there's always, you generally have a way of like figuring it out.
It always gets better too.
Yeah. I always say change.
Everything happens for a reason. Oh my god, if I was scared, I get so confused when I see like the people that I went to school with, and their lives have been the same since we left school.
Yes.
And I'm just like, the idea of change to me is so normal that it doesn't even feel like change. It just feels like life.
Yeah.
And then I look at something like that and I'm like, you've been in the same place that we grew up in, with the same person that you were with when in the same place that we grew up in, the same person you've been with since we were in school. Obviously some people have had kids younger and they've just raised their kids, and I'm so happy for them, but that's the idea of that. It sounds terrifying
what
to
you
me
mean.
more than my life has been.
I wish I could have that kind of comfortability where I would be comfortable. Like sometimes it's like a blessing and a curse. It's like you sometimes think, man, I wish, life would be so much easier sometimes if I was just a straight girl and I married a tradie from my hometown and we bought a house and we had some kids.
That's
and we
exactly
just,
my friends from school.
Like, yeah, same. But I'm like, life would be so much easier if I did that. But I think because we, obviously being gay and you don't have that same situation. And then also because for different reasons.
Well, you could have been gay with anybody that like came out openly in your high school and then.
Yeah, but there's like 3 options.
I feel like
how many options are there though? Like from high school, if you think about everyone you went to high school
but
with.
if you think about it, everybody that you went to high school, there's at least like 3 people that came out to be gay. Like.
Oh my god.
Like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. So your options are pretty freaking limited.
I know, but I'm just saying, like you're explaining a straight version of yourself living in your hometown, having kids and buying a house. You can still do that and be gay and do that exact
I
same
just feel
thing.
like the gays go, like, not to be stereotypical, but I feel like the gays always have like a story, and I feel like we've always gone through it a little bit more than just the heterosexual couple that's been high school sweethearts since 2013. Like so
is
happy
there
for you.
truly, like, I don't know any, like, let me know if you do, but like, is there any gay
High
girl
school
or gay
sweethearts?
guy,
Yes,
high school
we
sweetheart?
just watched one on TV.
What?
What's that one show that everybody?
The
was watching?
Ultimatum?
The Ultimatum.
Who
Yeah.
was from high school?
Both of the main 2 characters.
Oh, Vanessa and...
Yeah.
Yeah, but they weren't
They were
together in
double.
high school.
Yeah, but they were best friends who dated boys
that
who were
doesn't
best
count.
friends. That is so
No, because they started dating after high school. They
No.
came out after high school and then they
But
started
they were
dating
still
later.
friends.
Yeah,
No,
but
I
that's
want to
not
know
high
about
school
actual
sweetheart.
still dating.
Yeah.
Like my friends that are now married with their husbands. I know
Yeah.
you said 1 glass.
Like
but
you met in school, you
1 and
dated
a
in school.
half.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fair.
You know what I mean?
You got me there.
Because honestly, I don't think there's a single one.
Honestly, though, we live in such an era where you can, mix it up. We had Tinder. We had Instagram.
social media. Oh my god, you know what we were talking about in the car? Our kids, like anyone like around our kind of age, like I'd say like millennials to Gen Zs, or who's above us? No, it'd be your millennial kids. Our kids are the first generation that is not going to like only experience music by what is on the radio in the car. So like when we were younger, the only music we ever got to listen to was, your parents had CDs and stuff at home, but it was like a whole album of the same artist.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you got in the car, you would listen to the radio of the current music of that time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do like a throwback or whatever. But our kids have Spotify. They get into a car, phone connects, you can listen to music from the last fucking 100 years.
Yeah.
This generation is... I just wonder what it's going to be like when your kid's an adult. Like when your child's...
So different.
What generation is your kid born into?
Alpha.
Is that what it's called?
Alpha.
Yeah.
Alpha.
Alpha. It's from, I think, 2012 to now. This is the last year for Alpha.
Oh,
Really?
so borderline...
2024 starts a whole new
What is it?
generation.
Let's have a look.
Because that's, like,
already
I
looked
think...
at
I'm the last year of millennial before Gen Z. Oh, it's another coincidence.
Yeah.
Would you look at that?
Full circle.
I'm literally the last year.
Thank you, August.
Oh my god, I'm the last millennial year before Gen Z. Would you look at that?
We're the same.
I think anyway.
So Gen
could be
Z
wrong.
is from 1995 to 2009. Alpha is from 2010 to 2024.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm saying.
then Beta is after.
Beta. It's giving like college,
Yeah.
college frat.
Yeah.
I'm in beta. I'm in alpha.
Yeah, literally.
Alpha beta.
That's so
Yeah.
interesting.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I did.
Were you in a frat house?
No, I didn't.
Why? Like a sorority?
No, yeah. Because I feel like if I went to, and people in America will know this, if I went to a D1 college, sure, maybe
What's that?
There's D1, D2, and D3.
Is that like Harvard?
Like, no, they're Ivy League.
Oh.
There's different brackets
I would have
of
no
schooling.
idea. What's UCLA?
UCLA would probably be D1.
Okay.
I've been there. It's really cool.
Like any of the top
Same.
schools.
I went to
it's-
a frat house Halloween party.
Oh, that's right. You did
Fucking
too. I
sick.
just went on a tour with one of our friends that went to school there, but it was fucking sick.
Yeah,
So
so
cool.
that would be a D1. I went to a D3 school because sports, so if you go into sports or if you're going into academics, you have to think everybody wants to go to D1 schools. So your ACT scores have to be like on point.
What's an ACT?
Like a test. You have to take a test to get into college. It's
Oh, like
In your
our-
senior year, like QCS? Or is it
junior.
QCS?
No, your junior year you take
OP?
your ACTs.
Yeah.
So you take your ACTs in your junior year, which is before senior. So
Why wouldn't junior be called the first year, like freshman?
Yeah.
Why isn't
So
that called
fresh-
junior?
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. So junior year is your third year, and you take your ACT in your junior year. Coming into senior, you kind of do your applications. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I did it in my junior year, and then you can take it in your senior year.
And that's what for your college application?
Yes. So, like, if I was trying to get into Ivy League, I better be having a 4.0 since my freshman year and then some, and be, like, the top of my class in the whole district. Like, you are the best of the best for Ivy League, for sure. And then, obviously, Ivy League is very expensive, but you have to have, you know, you can get scholarships for your academics. But you would have to be, like, in every sport. You'd have to be the spokesperson for your whole class. Like, you are...
You gotta work for it.
Correct. You're probably like, I don't know. You would be like the Elon Musk of your class, or like Steve Jobs of your class. Like that type of
Wait, so
person
your
would be Ivy League.
Your college didn't have sororities or frat houses?
No, we had sororities, but it's like a lesser version. It's like there's 3 levels of sports. So you want to go to the toppest sport. Like Ivy League is like really, like I just mentioned, those type of people would be Ivy League.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be, so one of my best friends went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. That is a D1 school. So it's like a whole little town in itself. And it's
Oh my god, the college towns, like we in Chicago, we lived near Evanston, which is Northwestern University, which actually is the university in the movie Cheaper by the Dozen, which is so cool.
It is a very...
When I figured that out, I was like, this is so sick. And the high school in that area as well was the high school that Tina Fey based Mean Girls off.
Yeah.
So going there was fucking cool. But
wait, Tina Fey was a producer of Mean Girls?
Yeah. She made the whole thing.
She made it about the area that me and Zoe were living in. She based it off of the high school in the area that we were living in.
What was the school called again? Starts with T. It'll come to me.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
But it's
And that makes so much sense.
So we lived in the North Shore of Chicago. So
and that's what it's based
the school in the show is called North Shore High School.
You know in the movie when they say, you go Glencoe. Glencoe is a suburb in that area. And that's where she got that from.
God.
It's so cool.
It's just based off of the kids that go to school in that area. Because they're like that to a T.
Because that's how they are.
100%.
It's like the cliques.
Nutria,
that's right. Yeah.
Like the cliques are like that in school.
Yeah, and that's in that area for sure. 100%.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool when
It's
we
on
go
the same
to...
street as Home Alone.
Yes,
And
I
when they
did
always
see the
say,
Home Alone.
when they always say, how did he afford to have 12 kids? How did he afford 12 people to go to Paris? And they're like the area that he lived in.
That area is so wealthy,
Yeah, it's a really good one.
But what I was going to say, the college town of Northwestern, which is the one from Cheaper by the Dozen, that is like a freaking giant suburb. Like it's like bigger than the suburb that I grew up in, but the whole suburb is the college town.
Yes.
So it's like when you go there and you go to the cafes, or like we would just go there to go to like the beach there, every house is a frat house, like a college dorm house. And you just like, but other people live there too. It's literally like Bad Neighbors, where there's like a family in one house.
Why?
So
why would you want to live on the college?
Well, it's cheaper. It's a bit cheaper to get houses.
Like when I went to Whitewater, and it's 30 minutes out of the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and it has everything. Like it has a whole little community. It's a community, yeah.
Yeah, for the college students.
Imagine if you went to Broad Beach, but if Broad Beach was combined with Mermaid all the way down to maybe like, what's next to Mermaid? Miami?
Miami, yeah.
If it was all 3 of those, that would be like your college town area. So everybody in that area could be locals or college kids. So.
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so different to Australia.
Yeah, we do not have that at all. like in the slightest.
Not even close. Our university system is completely different.
Bro, when
to
I would go to campus, it was just buy
Yeah.
see ya.
catch a bus. They do
Also-
have dorms and stuff. But
Also, like, so it goes by academics and sports. So you would watch, you know, the University of Iowa, like all those college, like, sweaters and stuff that people wear, like the North Carolina Tar Heels, that light blue, or like the Michigan State, or
Yeah.
Wisconsin in white, or Illinois with or it just has the University of, those are D1. And then anything that's D2, like you wouldn't see like any of the D3. You could see some D3 college.
Oh my God,
but
one
not
time-
really ever. Like it's
Really?
just
That
random.
is so crazy.
One time we're in Chicago and I was walking and I was wearing a sweater that I just got from a thrift store, or it was yours maybe, the Syracuse one,
Oh, that's next.
which is one of our friends' sweaters. It's just like a New York university.
So that's a D1, I believe.
I have no idea. I'm just wearing a fucking cool sweater. And this old man just stops me and he's like, oh, Syracuse. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, your sweater. And I'm like, oh yeah. And he's like, did you go there? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh, I was going to see if you know my daughter. And then he just started telling me about his daughter and what she's studying at Syracuse. And I was like, I'm just wearing this for fashion. I have no idea. I have no idea what this is.
So in America, most people wear their college sweaters because you go there.
Yeah, it's like a flex.
But here, it's like a statement.
It's fashion.
Is it? No, because all my friends in America think it's the weirdest thing that we wear.
Yeah.
We wear
I
college
agree.
stuff. Kim, literally, I think I have a Chicago Bears
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
sweater.
Yeah.
And I got it from America, but they have one that's almost a dupe at factory.
Yeah.
And it's that's the quarter of the price, but anyway, it's so annoying, but like also love it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kim was so shocked. She was like, "What do you mean
That you
you
guys
sell
wear
that?" And I'm
that?
like, "There is one, like factory, for example, it sells so many like varsity and college branded clothing."
It's crazy.
I thought that I would come here and see Australian sportswear.
No
Then when
Jersey.
No way. I mean,
No, I
Imagine
came here
they
and I
sold,
was like,
like-
do you have your own sports? And then there was like,
No.
we have some sports, but
people
Cricket.
just, well, actually,
I just thought it would be like how
Netball.
Yeah.
AFL though in Melbourne is pretty intense.
Netball has been done.
Netball gives me
Horse
fucking-
girl vibes.
Oh, it just hurts my knees watching it. Like the ACL,
Yeah.
the ACLs, I would get the ankle.
Yeah, I could not play that
Nah.
sport.
I need
But AFL is an Australian sport in Victoria that people wear that shit with pride. Like if you go to Melbourne in Australia, you will
Huge
always see somebody wearing AFL colours, whether
Yeah.
it's a beanie or a scarf or a jacket, or like even there's men there who wear like literally nice polos and it'll say like Collingwood. Like it
Melbourne
is
is
like that
like-
there.
4 inches away from being an American state.
Do you reckon?
Only with sports. I would say.
Everything at sports, how they are with like not politics, but like how they are with their government and how they like.
I haven't spent a lot of time in Melbourne.
Melbourne and Sydney is just a
More
lot
intense.
more. They are more intense and more like political, I guess, because it's just a bigger city. That's just the way it is.
About 4
Gold
inches
Coast
away.
is very chill. Like we are very
I'm
relaxed.
happy to stay here.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
for the rest of
We
your
don't really
life.
take
You
much
wanna live
seriously
here.
up here.
I could live on the Gold Coast for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I want to
Mhm.
raise my kids here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, someone who I was raised in the suburbs, so now that I live on the Gold Coast, I'm like, I want my kids to get raised by the water
Yeah.
for sure.
Same.
Yeah.
Give them a different perspective. Like I'm still really scared of the ocean, and I wish I wasn't, because if I was raised closer to the water, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
same.
have had developed this irrational fear.
Yeah.
And like I really
Is it
want to
irrational,
Is it
though?
irrational?
I'm like, I mean, it's not.
I'm pretty
because
scared of
we
the
have
ocean.
no fucking idea what's going on down
I'm not
there.
going swimming.
Or rather, the
Are you
fact
more
that
scared of the ocean or space?
the ocean. I'm not
Same.
scared. If someone asked me to go to space tomorrow, I would go. If they said,
Really?
leave your entire life, friends and family forever, goodbye, you have a chance to go to space, I would go.
But if someone
Where would
said,
you go? Where would you go? Pick a planet. Which planet?
The
would you
moon.
go to?
It's because I'm a Cancer moon. My sign is
Day
ruled by the
one.
moon.
I feel that too. If someone said, "Do you want to go to the middle of the ocean?" I'd be like, "No."
No way. The middle of the
No.
ocean is where people die.
I don't even want to go on a boat to like a local island.
Like
No.
Tangalooma.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't like going out on boats.
I've
If-
gone on a boat out to Tangalooma before and it was rough. It
It's
was
scary.
It was really...
I'm not-
I don't like
that
going
kind
on
of
boats at all. I don't like the ocean. I'm
No.
scared of sharks.
I just don't think it's really that necessary.
It's
I
not.
I get so much like heart palpitations when I see those TikToks that come up and it's like that yo sound in the background. It's like this fucking huge ship in the middle of the ocean at
Yes.
nighttime and they're like, oh, you can see the light here, and then they turn the camera and it's fucking pitch black.
Mm.
I'm like, you would just...
What are those people doing?
And we have no idea. We're missing 80% of the ocean, and people think that mermaids aren't real. Mermaids just don't want to be seen by humans.
Definitely.
So they swim even deeper. They're
Mm.
probably there's definitely
There's
species.
80% of the ocean that we haven't
Or
explored.
not even just what's in the ocean, but like water and waves. Like
Oh, no.
we're not
They're
we're not
literally magic.
we're not naturally capable of being able to just survive in that.
Did you know that NASA used to study the water
Mm-hmm.
instead of the space?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I feel like there needs to be something that studies more of the ocean. I mean, there could be more.
I'm
I
sure
feel
there's
like-
people doing
I'm
that.
sure there's plenty of
I'm
people
sure they
like
have, but
working
maybe-
day in and day out.
Trying to get down there a little
Yeah,
deeper.
but we keep imploding.
We're
and that's because we're not meant to explore it.
Yes.
We're out here in our little podcast thinking like you just came up with the biggest idea. They should explore
should.
more of the ocean.
Yeah. They should.
Exactly.
Did you know that I didn't know that NASA is an American space thing and like you guys have your own version?
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah, we
each
do.
company has their own.
Each
NASA
country.
is the American
What's
version
ours?
of
Do
studying
you-
space.
Do you believe that
Probably.
we went to the moon?
You mean Americans went to the moon?
Yeah. Like,
That's the most American
Neil
thing.
Armstrong.
Do you mean?
Is it Neil Armstrong,
Armstrong,
Bruce?
Yeah.
Bruce.
So one of them is
Lee.
actually from the North Shore of Chicago. Actually.
Do you actually think they went to the moon?
Look, I don't know.
This is a controversial topic.
When I was younger and
I
probably
feel
in
like
my
I've
early
been spelling
20s,
this.
I'd be like, yes, we did. We went to the moon because
Mm.
I'm American and I just want to say we did.
The
That's what I'm
Australian Space Agency is what the Australian one's called.
ASA.
I don't think they went to the moon. I just don't. I don't know why. I'm just such
I think it's a crock of shit.
I'm just
Yeah,
an
I
annoying
think- I
conspiracy theorist.
Oh my god, I watched this one TikTok and this guy was showing it was actually really funny. He was showing the phone and he was zooming into like the moon. He was taking a picture and this one guy next to him was showing him the quality, but he got like a YouTube video of somebody like driving on space. Like one of them was taking a picture and the other one was showing like a quality of someone else. And I died.
I have 3 reasons why I think we didn't go to the moon.
Yeah.
Go.
There's plenty, but these are my top 3.
Okay.
As if they had a camera crew, for one, set up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And then Neil Armstrong goes, I'm the first man. No, you're not. The camera
With
crew
the
was.
flag.
Yeah.
Literally, camera crew was the first person on the moon. Don't fucking take the credit. As if.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gaslighting. Second point, there's no gravity and the flag moves.
Yeah, that's a weird one for me. that I
Weird
can
one
never-
in the video that
Yeah.
it's moving.
Mhm.
And third is 2 points. As if Americans are the only ones that have gone to the moon when we have people like countries like China
in Russia.
who are so far ahead of us
Yeah.
technologically.
Yeah.
As if Americans are the only one. And second of all, why haven't we done it again?
That's my thing.
Can I just raise my hand and say maybe Americans didn't say we were the first ones on the moon and every other country just said that and we just gave you entertainment?
But isn't
You
the
guys
theory-
had
That's
said we were the first
Is this an
ones.
excuse or do you think it's true?
I think. Isn't the
Shrug
theory though?
shoulders.
Isn't the theory that the countries that were racing to the moon in the space race, it was like a big deal of who could do it first.
Yeah,
for
but
technology.
does it matter?
And then America was like, "Fuck it, we'll just make a video of
Yeah.
us doing it, so everyone
Exactly.
thinks we did it."
Because we are the entertainment capital of the world.
Period.
So
Yeah, you're right.
that's
That's
why I'm
true.
thinking like it could have been just for show. And
Does
then
that
we could
mean-
have just said everyone else said, oh, Americans went to the moon first. But did America actually say that?
I don't know. I'm gonna
I'm
look
sure
it up
there's
now.
some footage of them saying that America was the first one to the moon, but
That definitely America claims that.
As if that there's this
Cheers.
like lifelong lie that all of like politics in America have come together and they're like, yep, we're gonna lie about this for eternity.
Forever.
you guys do that though.
Well, they've pretty much done that about aliens until
Australians
now.
do that. Australians do that.
Like, what do you mean Australians? About
Drop
what?
bears.
My God.
Fucking drop bears.
That's true. The whole country's in on that.
So it doesn't mean the whole country is going to the moon.
Drop bears are real. They're like koalas.
And we
but
went to the
similar.
moon. And we went to the moon. Same page, right?
No,
we just have better ones, right?
We're not teaching this in high school curriculums.
Yeah.
I don't know if I learned that, to be honest.
That you went to the moon.
I
We
feel
did.
like I remember learning about America going
Why would
to the
you
moon
learn
in
about
school.
that?
We did.
We learned heaps about American
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, you know what?
English, American.
Mhm.
You know why I think people are like, America really only cares about themselves. They don't really think of other countries. And I'm like, because I don't walk into a freaking news anchor store, like
News
what
anchor
are those?
store.
You guys have news stores.
News
A
agent.
news agency.
Sorry, news agencies. You guys
Yeah.
have news agencies,
Yeah.
which in America is kind of like a convenience store. And you
Mhm.
go into the convenience store and they're playing American news. You would not go into Walgreens in America or CVS and hear Australian news.
We don't
No,
have
no,
anything.
not at
UK
all.
news, but you do. I've heard going into a news
Like
Maybe.
CNN is
Yeah.
American. My dad watches CNN every day.
Yeah, we
like,
have Sky
every day.
News and stuff that does play.
I know, but we just don't have that in America. Any country. It's not even just Australia. It's just literally
It's
any
always
country.
that's because I feel like
That's why I feel like we're so close-minded.
my opinion of Americans are very much like they're the best country in the world. That's what they get
Yeah.
bred into. See? You get bred in from the minute you're born
Yes.
that like America is the top of the food chain. When in reality, your gun laws are shit. Your
Yes, 100%.
childcare, your child system.
Oh, they're
what's
the
it called?
bottom on everything.
Like everything.
They're
like,
not the top on anything.
No. Like every,
No.
You guys
And
are waiting to
there's
get a reaction
nothing-
from me. I still
There's
think
nothing
we're
like
amazing.
those videos. What's that guy's name that goes to all the Trump rallies and like contradicts
Oh, I
everything?
love
that
guy.
guy. Love that
Oh my god.
But that's a fun thing about America is because we are so, with the politics are so big. And obviously that is a very big topic in America.
Yes.
And having people who question other people's beliefs and thoughts are my favorite thing about Americans because we just put it out there. We're so direct. We're very
It's wild.
into our beliefs and how we feel, and it is one of my favorite qualities.
I remember the first time I got in an Uber by myself in America, and the Uber driver started asking me if I'm a Democrat. He heard my accent. Oh, you're from Australia.
Wait,
blah,
what
blah.
are you, Democrat or Democrat?
I mean, I'm not anything really, as an
Yeah.
Australian.
No, but Republicans are Trump followers. Is that correct?
Red states.
Yeah, red states are probably
Which is like all of Florida now, isn't it?
pretty much.
They always were a red
I
state.
would-
I think.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I'm going to be careful with politics because politics can.
I
Get
just don't.
people riled up.
I just
Yeah.
don't understand it as much as what you.
I
Well,
would
yeah,
say-
Trump is a Republican, so you're either a Republican or a Democrat
I would
as
say
a politician. But
if
the
you-
issue with Americans is like they associate their whole personality
Yeah.
like I am a Democrat.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't understand it like
Yeah.
they get very heated.
there's
I
blue
don't
states,
understand the
red
difference
states.
between Liberal and Labour. Like, Liberal and Labour?
Neither.
I don't fucking know.
Wait, what is it? In Australia?
Libra?
Libra and Labor. But Libra is a star sign, honey.
I'm pretty sure in Australia, Labor is like red. Wouldn't Labor be more like Republicans?
I have no idea.
Neither. I couldn't even tell you the name of our Prime Minister, to be completely honest with you. I
I
have
don't
no
know.
The
fucking
last Prime
clue.
Minister I knew about was Kevin Rudd.
Yeah, Kevin
Rudd.
07.
Is that an actor?
No.
That's
Kevin Rudd.
See?
One of our,
Learns nothing about Australian news.
was one of our Prime Ministers, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, John
Oh,
Howard,
God.
I remember him.
Oh my god. So, people have been asking us to talk about gay panic
Okay.
and any
Wait,
experiences.
pause, sorry. I
Okay.
really have to pee.
So, we've had a couple messages from people asking us to talk about gay panic.
Okay.
And
Definition.
I had no idea
Mhm.
what it was beforehand. We Googled the definition
We did.
on Google and TikTok,
We found
and we got two different
very
polar
different.
opposite definitions of what gay panic is. But I feel like
Can we have a round of
Yeah.
an example from each
All
person
right.
here of what they think that it could,
mm.
gay panic could be?
Well, I initially thought that gay panic was like when you see someone attractive you think doesn't even need to be attractive really.
Yeah, just out in public.
Someone in the wild who you
Mhm.
think is gay.
Who doesn't know that you're gay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
As a femi, you want to like subconsciously make it known that you're also
Yeah.
a part of the clan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, I would associate that with gay panic.
Okay.
That's what I initially thought
Yeah.
it was.
I had no idea. Like, I literally had no idea. When you said it, I was like, I feel like I've heard that term on TikTok, and as a gay person, have no fucking clue what that is.
Well,
So when
do you have gay panic when you see somebody who's also gay that you feel the need to tell them that you're also gay?
See, that's what I mean. Like,
But also, because that's how I feel. Like, I think if
It's
I
like a
see
community.
somebody else is gay, then I'm like, oh,
just grab your
Me
wife's
too.
hand.
yeah, exactly. You're
Yeah.
like more like,
And it's not even because of any sort of interest. It's just like a subconscious
just like
ally.
it's
It's
like
like the rainbow gets connected to another one.
it's like when guys, when like straight dudes have the same car and they drive past each other and they're like do the head nod. That's what it's like. Like you see,
Or like motorbike riders, they give the
They
wave,
give the
but they
wave,
pull
yeah.
up at the lights.
yeah, exactly. It's like that. You see another gay couple and you're like,
yeah.
I know.
So is that gay panic as well?
Well, when I Googled it, I found a very different definition that is completely off anything that I could have imagined. Basically says the gay panic defense or homosexual advance defense is a strategy of legal defense. It refers to when a heterosexual individual charged with a violent crime against a homosexual claims they lost control and reacted violently because of an unwanted sexual advance. So it's like if a straight dude like assaulted a gay guy because he thought that he was coming onto him, they can say, "Oh, I got gay panic. Like I panicked because of the feeling of being gay." Like
Isn't that a hate crime?
that's
that's
either
just
way.
a-
It doesn't like what the fuck.
Yeah.
Imagine if a girl, like how many times have we as females been fucking hit on at clubs from guys?
Unsolicited.
What? I'm just gonna
unwanted.
bash them. I'm just gonna beat them up and then go, "Sorry, panicked." I did
Gay
actually.
panic. I got straight
Panic. Yeah. What the fuck? It makes
Straight
no
panic
sense.
should be in that. we have way more entitlement to straight panic
Yeah.
than gay panic. I feel like statistically speaking, correct me if I'm wrong, but straight men are way scarier than gay men.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Way scarier.
Yes.
I would love a
Very
gay guy to come on to me.
Literally. I actually beg it. Like your hot friend yesterday. Your hot friend yesterday at the thing we were standing at the bar and I was like, oh my god, I love you.
So funny. Yeah, you see a gorgeous gay man and you're like, please.
Yeah. Literally, I'm offended if you don't hit on me.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you don't hit on me, then I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah. But anyway, that's a really intense definition of gay panic. But what did TikTok say? It was.
You looked it up. What did TikTok say? It said, I
have to actually look it up. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I was on par. I think I was like,
Yeah, you were pretty close.
yeah. I think it's like a situation where, like, the guy says that he was in IKEA and he saw this other guy that he thought was really hot and he went into gay panic, even though he's obviously gay as well.
Yeah.
So TikTok is basically saying gay panic is if you see someone of the same sex and you are attracted to them and you panic. But when you're straight or when you're gay?
When you see someone of the same sex.
Do gay people get gay panic or is it straight people?
Straight people would get straight panic.
But does
I get straight panic.
Is it,
Yeah.
is it called panic?
Is it just a form of panic? Are we all just panicking all the time? Like we just see someone that we have an attraction to and we just fucking panic.
Yeah.
Like, is that what it is?
I mean, I do.
Yes.
100%.
But
I'm an anxious wreck.
I did see
I
a
think
TikTok.
if I see like people who have their stuff together, then I panic because I'm like, I want to be like you. I envy you.
Yeah.
You guys have your shit together.
But like more.
Imagine how I feel watching you guys. Like, I mean, I've got my shit together, but like, not like this.
Yeah, I guess. But I also, it's because I don't know, like my standard level is so high that I get panic, especially when we lived in Winnetka. Like that's where I find myself the most comfortable, is finding areas that I feel the most uncomfortable and also like I want. So like if
You
I
want to live like them.
yes, if I live in a nicer area or like I'm surrounded by that, because I didn't grow up like that. Like, I didn't
That's
really
a
have that.
manifesting
It is, yeah.
thing, isn't
I
it?
It's
love
really
it.
smart.
I feel like I thrive on that, and then it really changes my whole like brain.
I think everybody panics at like lifestyle.
I have more lifestyle.
What's it
panic
called?
than I have gay
Lifestyle envy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a panic. But sorry, back to gay panic. I did see
So many panics.
So many panics.
panic. Lifestyle panic is a new one.
I did see a gay panic TikTok where a guy was basically saying that like gay panic is when you first realize that you're gay and that you're like it's the first time you realize you're attracted to the same sex because you panic. But that's just like internalized homophobia. Like we're terrified of being gay.
Yeah, but for me that's not true because I'm in like the type that I would be into wouldn't be like femme. So anytime I would see like feminine girls, I don't really feel a panic because I'm like, I don't really like you like that. Like I like more of a Zoe, like a STEM, like a in between.
But when you
femme
saw
but
the first
boy,
one,
and that's
did you
rare
panic?
to find. Like it's not like you see that many people like Zoe or her energy. So you're like,
But when you did you panic?
Well, she flew here. She literally was like, lock this bitch down ASAP. I'm gonna come and then I'm gonna go for 2 weeks and then I'm gonna come back again.
and then you're gonna move in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fly across the world twice in a month's period of time. So yeah, I'm gonna say she panicked.
I'm saying gay panic was there.
Was
yes.
high. Well, you're so recently in meeting a partner.
Bro,
like,
did
did you
you
panic?
Huge panic. There's a whole story of how we like connected, and let me tell you, I was getting my lashes done and I was panicking.
Really?
Like, I had to ask her to wipe her bed down because I was so sweaty.
So tell your story, because I need to hear this from the beginning.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's some people out there that need to
Okay,
hear
I will.
the beginning.
I think it needs a little bit more time.
Yeah, for another
She's
day.
panicking.
Yeah, I'm panicking.
Panicking.
It just makes there's a whole story behind it, but
Fair enough. Till next time.
But when it all unfolded, huge gay panic, huge like oh my fucking god, but also like gay calmness of like that's kind of how it was.
Okay.
Yes.
And
That's good.
yeah, no panicking, which
Yeah.
has been really nice actually.
What's
I'm not panicking at all.
That's right.
what's manic?
Manic?
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides me.
Jordan's like,
looking
me.
at you telling the story. Wait. What's manic?
Manic means like just chaotic.
Yeah.
Like
Lulu.
a manic
Manic.
person.
Okay, fair enough. But I feel like panic and manic almost go hand in hand. Because
Yeah,
you
you
get a
feel
bit
manic.
delusional inside your head and you start like filling your head with all of these ideas and you're like, I'm a bit delusional.
That's me, babe. Yep.
So gay, I feel like gay panic it's just a form of panic. Everyone panics
Yep.
all the time.
That's a really, honestly, to put this on a period, that's a good way to end it on you telling your story. Because it's like a cliffhanger of being like, what was she going to say? What's her story?
Until next time on Ex Best Friend.
So cringe. Never mind.
That's exactly how I meant to go.